Hello, welcome back to Visionary Fragrances. Now we're almost in October. It's time to break out the colder weather fragrances, and I want to show you today 5 of my favourite fragrances for autumn. We have 4 designer and 1 niche to show you. They're going to be from 5 down to 1, with 1 my favourite being at the end. I love when we get into the colder weather here in Britain because we can put the fresher scents away and we can go into these heavier, deeper, richer fragrances, which I really enjoy. So stay tuned and let's get on with it. Okay, so the first fragrance I want to show you for autumn, and in at number 5 is Carolina Herrera Men Prive. Now this is a whiskey based fragrance and it has notes like whiskey, cardamom and leather. Now I find this to be a fantastic fragrance for going casually out to a pub to meet your friends, going on a night out, if you're going to a fancy whiskey bar or somewhere like that. This is a fantastic fragrance to wear. This also works really well with a leather jacket. Now I don't wear leather jackets, they don't really suit me, but if you're cool enough to pull off a leather jacket, then this would go fantastic with that. Performance is okay with this one. You'd probably get between 4 and 6 hours, so it is perfect for an evening out. It has a kind of bad boy vibe to it, which is why I'd say it goes well with a leather jacket. But yeah, in at number 5, you can't go wrong with this. Great price value proposition. This is Men Prive. Okay, in at number 4, this is a new release by Armani. This is Armani Code EDP. This only came out a few months ago and I think it's a very, very good designer release. It's got notes of lavender, tonka and vanilla. Well, they are some of the notes. And when you first spray it on, it really projects heavily with the lavender. And I was surprised how much it does project actually, and it's got good lasting power as well. It will last you at least 8 hours, this one. I find lavender fragrances to be very classy, so they work really well when you're going to the office or you're wearing a suit, you're going to a formal event. So that's where I'd recommend to wear this. Perfect for the office, perfect for going to a formal event. This is very classy. And I also find with lavender fragrances, they're very relaxing, so you can wear these and it just gives you a nice sort of soothing sensation, like when you smell lavender essential oil. So a fantastic new release by Armani and a fantastic fragrance for the autumn. It's Armani Code EDP. Okay, in at number 3, and one of the best cheap fragrances you can buy, this is Rochas Moustache Eau de Parfum. This has some notes of rose, benzoin and patchouli. And those 3 together I really love in fragrances. I think they work really well together and they blend beautifully. Now this is very similar, I'm sure you've heard it before if you've been looking about this fragrance. This is very similar to YSL's Tuxedo, which is up there. Now they're not exactly the same, and if you smelt both you'll know the differences. Tuxedo is a bit more light and airy. It's got, I think it's got kind of a mandarin note at the top, a bit more fruity, whereas this is slightly darker and a bit heavier, but it hasn't got as good lasting power as Tuxedo. But the price, this is about 20% of the price of Tuxedo, so if you're not looking to spend over £200 on a bottle of Tuxedo, this can be had for about £40 or even less sometimes. I think I picked this up for £35. So this is a fantastic cheap fragrance. Doesn't smell cheap, it is cheap to buy, but it doesn't smell cheap, it smells expensive. So Moustache does not project out very heavily. It sits close to the skin. It will last you between, I'd say, 5 and 6 hours, which make this perfect for a date night, or perfect for Netflix and chill, cuddling up on the sofa. You can't go wrong with this. This is Moustache Eau de Parfum. Okay, in at number 2, we're getting towards the end now, and the last of the designer fragrances. This is a wonderful fragrance from Armani's Stronger With You line, and my favourite from the line, it is Stronger With You Intensely. Now I do own a few from this line of fragrances, and I have to say that I do prefer this one, Intensely, over the other ones. I do really enjoy the new Absolutely that came out a few months ago with a lovely rum note, but this is still my favourite. This is a very sweet fragrance, so it makes it perfect for the colder weather. It has notes of toffee, cinnamon and vanilla. Now I find this to be, the performance on this is fantastic. This will last you on your skin at least 10 hours and will project out heavily for the first 2 or 3 hours, at least for me anyway. And I find this to be a lovely cozy fragrance, so you can wear this on a date night, you can wear this to the office in moderation. I would just go slightly easier on the sprays because of the good performance. And because of the good performance, this makes it a fantastic price ratio. So you can buy this for around £50 for 100ml, and I think it's a very good price value proposition. So in at number 2, a designer fragrance that you cannot go wrong with. It is Stronger With You Intensely. Okay, we're here. We made it all the way to number 1. My favourite fragrance for autumn. This is a niche fragrance. It's a fragrance that I've spoken about before. It's a fragrance that's always going to be in my collection. I have a lot of memories associated with this one, and it's a fantastic fragrance for all occasions. You can wear this all year round, but for colder weather, autumn, winter, this is brilliant. This is Parfums de Marly, Layton. Now, if you've watched a few YouTube videos before, if you've been looking into fragrances, no doubt you would have heard of this brand before. Parfums de Marly are a wonderful niche fragrance house. If you've just been collecting designer fragrances for a while and you're looking for something a bit more special, a fragrance for a special occasion and to create great memories, I would really recommend giving Layton a try. It's about stepping a game up from designer fragrances, and you still want a perfume or a fragrance that everyone's going to enjoy. You're going to enjoy yourself. It's not going to be too challenging. Then I would really go for Layton. It has notes of cinnamon, apple and vanilla. Smells like an apple pie. Some people say it smells like Hugo Boss bottles, but I wouldn't particularly say that. It smells a lot better. The ingredients are a lot more expensive, and the blend is just fantastic. Performance is great. If you're spending this sort of money, you want the performance to be really wonderful. So number 1, my favourite autumn fragrance, and one that I would recommend anyone to try, is Parfums de Marly, Layton. Okay, we did it. 5 of my favourite autumn fragrances to wear in the coming colder months. Of course, there are hundreds of other fragrances I could have chosen instead. So I'd be really excited to hear in the comments 5 suggestions from you. What would you put in here instead of my ones? Do you agree with what I put as my 5 favourite autumn fragrances? I tried to pick 5 that you could wear on different occasions in the coming colder months, and with different price points, and for people with different personalities. So please I want to hear yours, and write them in the comments. Like I said, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please subscribe to my channel. I hope to grow this channel and be posting 1 or 2 videos per week. I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Take care.